There's this YouTuber called Geekbone who's posting all these videos about a universal dupe method for Minecraft, but in reality it's malware. So there's a video posted by a YouTuber called Eric Parker if you're interested in the specifics of this malware, but I'm gonna cut to the chase and just show you how to get rid of it if you're infected with it, because it's actually not that complicated. So because it's, you know, some Minecraft skid malware, it's I mean, come on. Because it's not very complicated, all you have to do is type in reset this PC, go here, and then you'll want to click reset this PC. And just to be extra safe, you're going to want to make sure you fully wipe everything. Now, of course, this means that you're going to have to reinstall any apps and whatever else. So just make sure you back up any important files you actually care about to like Google Drive or any cloud, or if you have a USB drive. Now, you should assume that all of your passwords are compromised, but don't panic, don't fret. All you need to do is reset your computer so that you have a clean system to work off of, and then after you do that, the next thing you're going to want to go do is just go one by one and make sure you changed all your passwords, make sure you're using new, better passwords, clean passwords, because when you change all your passwords, they won't be able to get into your accounts. And also make sure you have two-factor authentication enabled, because two-factor authentication is a great way to prevent people from getting into your account. So let's go into more of the specifics of this malware. So it has some anti-VM detection to try to make sure that people aren't going to analyze it, but the VM detection's horrible. It's so poorly set up, in fact, that if you have a Western Digital branded hard drive, it will not hack you. It will not run. Which is awesome. So anybody watching this video, if you have a Western Digital branded hard drive, you're good. Just make sure I would advise you still change your passwords, just be extra safe, but the whole reinstall thing, you don't even need to bother because it doesn't even work. So obviously this was very poorly set up by the looks of it, looking at Eric Parker's video, because he really dug into it. It is just a template fabric mod that he added where you can have a .dupe command. So you'll join a server, you're meant to do like .dupe to get an end of stream message, you get kicked, and then he says like end of stream, and then you are supposedly meant to get duped items. It doesn't actually dupe, of course. But all it has is code for that, and then it has the code for stealing your credentials. It doesn't do anything else. It doesn't have any code for duping. Now, one thing I want to explain very briefly real quick is how Minecraft's inventories work, just to prevent you, just so that you understand, so that you won't fall for anything like this again. So different aspects of the game are managed by either the client or the server. Server being like whatever you're playing on, so like Donut SMP, Hypixel, whatever. Client is your actual Minecraft game that's running on your computer. So your client talks to the server, right? It tells the server that you want to do something, that you're trying to do something. The server has the ability to look at what you're telling it, and it has the ability to go, that request is BS, that request is BS, or it can even be like, okay, and it'll respond and be like, okay, this request is all good, I successfully did that thing. It would be really stupid if your inventory was managed client side, so it's actually managed by the server. Now, if you were to try to put anything in or out of your inventory, if you were to try to do any nonsense like that, you're telling the server, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. The server will look at that and just go, that's BS. Like, and then it may happen on the client, but on the server side, it isn't actually happening. So I'm actually on a server that I booted up real quick right now, and I just want to demonstrate this. So the server is running right now, and I, the client, am connected to it. I can do whatever I want client side. I can spoof that I am in creative mode. I am using a hack client for demonstrational purposes, of course. And I can, this isn't a slash, this is a pipe symbol, is what I know it as. And so I can spoof that I'm in creative mode now. Oh no, I'm in creative mode. This is crazy, guys. Oh, let's get all the diamonds, all the enchanted golden apples. I need all of it, right? I can try to eat these, but you'll realize nothing's happening. And for another example, I can show you, like, if I were to get rid of all of these and I got like a block, right? So if I have a block here and I try to place blocks using that I arbitrarily got out of my, you know, creative inventory, even though I'm not actually in creative mode, you can see that Nothing's happening here, right? Like, so I mean, this doesn't actually work. So because what I'm doing is I'm telling the server, hey, I'm putting all this in my inventory, trust me, bro. And the server's going, no, that's not actually in your inventory. And now if I log back in, oh, there it is, right? And I'm back in survival mode. Let me just do one more thing. I'm going to go into creative mode and I'm going to start flying, because Minecraft servers are bad, and typically without an anti-cheat, they don't actually check if you're flying or not. So I can get away with lying to the server and telling it that I'm flying, but it still thinks I'm in survival mode. Now watch, if I fall, I just died in creative mode from fall damage. And the reason why is because I wasn't actually in creative mode that time. I'm not actually in creative mode at all. So hopefully this kind of puts it into perspective for you, that of how this relationship works, and how trying to do things on the client side isn't actually going to affect server side, because that's not how Mafia works. The more you know. Please don't download shady shit from a Mediafire link off YouTube, I swear to God.